back on 95 Buicks or $1,500 cash back on Buick Park Avenue, Century, or LeSabre.
So I've had him a week now, and he seems to be adjusting pretty well. You know, he's still a big baby when he's closed. He just hates being in that cage. When I was sleeping, I actually heard him yelping and crying.
His first trip down the aisle.
But you know, what can I do?
This afternoon in Minnetonka, it was a little more quiet affair for Tiny Tim. The ukulele-playing singer is marrying for a third time tonight. Sue Gardner, originally of Hopkins, is his new bride. The wedding began, about 20 minutes ago at the Immaculate Heart of Mary Catholic Church in Minnetonka. Now, back in 1969, Tiny Tim's wedding to Miss Vicky was the second most watched event of the year. 45 million viewers tuned in to the Tonight Show to watch the magical I Do's.
You know what? I interviewed that man a long time ago.
Did you really? What did you have to say?
Well, I don't even remember. I remember that he's a very unique-looking individual.
Yeah, played the ukulele.
Eyewitness News at 6:30 coming up next. Stay with us. These are well-known places.
Tell you one thing, Greg was here last night with Doug, and he plays rough. He bites rough. He started humping on Greg right away on his back leg. It was funny. So I'm hoping I asked Doug if Doug wanted to take him tomorrow, or today. Last night he wanted to take him for today, and Doug said he would, but he said that they were going to rehearse at Greg's today or tonight. So he said maybe when Mom comes to town next week they could take him for like a night. And it's not a big deal. They don't have to take him, but it just we kind of need to have kind of a night where I can take a break from this little guy. It'll be just me and Teddy again. Huh? Little break? You won't be a problem, will you? You won't cause trouble for Mama, will you? Huh? I think he'd get along fine with Chaz. Although he's so small, Chaz could probably hurt him. So everybody thinks he's cute. Brad and Steve and Kathy and Greg and Doug, they all just think he's just the cutest little thing. We all, I think, agree, though, that he's not quite as cute as Teddy was when Teddy was a little puppy. I mean, granted, when they're this cute, how can you really tell which one's cuter? I think maybe it's a little partial because Teddy was Ginger's baby, and we saw him being born, and Teddy's he's a legend. But I honestly believe that, though. I think Teddy was just a tad bit cuter. Like Steve said, he picked up a couple of the features from Ginger that gave him just the right mixture, the right blend. But believe me, it's very close. But I look at the pictures, and I would have to honestly say that Teddy was just a tad bit cuter than you, Chipper. Just a tad. Not much. Not much. Just a bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Not a lot. He was just a little bit cuter than you. No, you don't have to be offended by that. You don't have to be offended. You don't have to be offended by that. No. You don't have to be offended by that. I didn't mean to offend you. God, it was really hot when I went on my errands today. I went to mail some bills and